Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I just wanted to make a special announcement that for 2024, I will have my first sponsor in disc golf, and that is going to be Infinite Disc, as you can see here on the shirt. I am super excited for this sponsorship. If you've been following me on Twitter and Instagram, you've probably already seen this announcement, but this is the first time I've been able to sit down and actually do a video to talk about it, due to the fact that I've just been really busy with work, as I work as an EMT right now. And also, I just went through COVID a week or two ago, and so I've been recovering from that. And so it's kind of taking me out of playing. But I'll be on the lookout for some content coming soon. I'm actually filming this video here at Lake Ellis, the disc golf course in Chatham, Alabama. So be on the lookout for that video coming out showing off this course, as this is my first time playing here. So I was going to do a practice round with this new bag. And without further ado, I want to talk a little bit about what I'm throwing with Infinite Disc. Now, Infinite Disc does support the open bag concept, and I was already throwing a lot of Infinite Disc molds anyway, so I haven't really changed my bag up too much from the last time that you saw me doing in the bag, but I figured I'd kind of quickly go through my bag and just talk about what I'm throwing from Infinite, what I'm throwing in general, and again, just kind of announce that I had this sponsorship with Infinite going forward, which I'm super, super excited about. So, putting wise, I'm still putting with the classic hybrid deputies. That has not changed. For throwing putters, I'm still rocking an electron proxy, a soft proxy, a neutron plastic, and then the glow envy. So still throwing the envies and the proxies. For more of the forehand upshot disc, for something a little bit more straight to understable, I'm using the Suspect. I'll also use this as kind of almost like an envy for backhands as well, slightly, overstable throwing putter. But then I have, of course, the Zone for something even more overstable for forehand upshots, and of course for maybe some like really, overstable short backhands that I want to throw. Then I have the Justice as like kind of a utility disc, super overstable, something I could kind of just chop over, get big skips, fight headwinds. That's when the Justice comes out. And then finally, this is a mid-range, but I keep the Pyro up top as well. I really like this for forehands, but it's also a great overstable mid-range for flex shots, fighting headwinds, things of that nature. For my other mid-ranges, I'm going with the Midnight Prowl for my understable option, which is a Meta Origin, so that stayed in the bag. I still have the old Ethos Pathfinder in the bag as kind of a straighter mid-range, but it's getting a little flippy on me, it's getting beat in. So I actually just put a fresh Glow Pathfinder in the bag for my straight shot, and this is just something with a little bit more turn, but not as much turn as the Midnight Prowl. And then for something a tick more stable, to tick more fade than the Pathfinder, I'm still rocking the Iron Samurai 4, the MD3. This is still doing wonders for me. Now for some fairway drivers, I have 3 Explorers in the bag to kick things off in the 7-speed slot. I have kind of this beat up gold line, so it's pretty straight with a little bit of turn to it. I then have this Opto Explorer, which is just really dead straight, not much turn, but not crazy fade either. And then for something more overstable to fight headwinds, or for something with more finish, I have the Opto X Explorer, which is pretty overstable for a 7-speed. Getting into some more of my fairway drivers, I still have this old Gold Line Saint in the bag, really understable now. Just use it for big turnovers or a big hyzer flip to turn. I then have this Saint Pro, just a tick up in stability from that Saint, but still pretty straight with some good turn to it, but has a little bit more integrity than that Saint. Then I got 2 Dynasties in the bag, so these are some Infinite molds. I've been bagging these for a while already though. I got the Swirly S-Line Dynasty and then the Halo Dynasty, kind of like Thunderbird type disc. I can use these for like straight forehands or for backhands. I have a bit more finish than the Saint or the Saint Pro, maybe like a faster Explorer, kind of in that regard. So still rocking these 2 Dynasties in the bag. Then for something more overstable, I have the Orbit Felon. This is for overstable 9-speed slot, mostly for forehands, but sometimes some backhands. And then I have the Clash Disc Spice, which is just a tick faster and tick more overstable. Hybrid drivers, I have this Moonshine Boatman that I've been rocking for a while. It's just a pretty straight 11-speed for straight forehands and maybe backhands with a little bit of finish. And then I got this cool fresh team stamped Halo Aztec, which is nice and pop top, pretty domey, a little bit more overstable than that Boatman. This is like my control overstable disc, like a slower Wraith almost. So really enjoying this one. And then finally for distance drivers, I kind of have an assortment of swords and different stabilities. These 3 are pretty understable. I just like to have redundancy in the bag for practice purposes. So these are like just kind of understable swords, lots of turn to these. Got to throw these on a good bit of hyzer or have a tailwind. These are a little bit more stable, a little bit more straight and neutral. This one actually in particular is like super pop top and actually pretty overstable. So definitely liking the swords for kind of my maximum distance, but not quite as much control as say the Aztec has. And then finally, for some more infinite molds in the bag really quick, same as last in the bag, I still got the Halo Czar, kind of like a Wraith, just like my control overstable distance driver, a little bit more stability than the sword. And then I have some Emperors in the bag. I got a couple of Halos. This one's pretty beat up, so this one's gotten pretty flippy on me. This is a double G run, swirly S blend, so a little bit more stability than this Halo one that's beat up. And then this is a fresh Halo Emperor, which is my most overstable disc in the bag, besides my utility disc, which is going to be the new James Proctor Halo Conqueror, which is kind of based off the old PD2 mold. This is my utility overstable disc. And that pretty much wraps up all my discs. The only other stuff that I carry is I'm messing around with the Halo Maya, another mold from Infinite Disc, which is pretty understable 11 speed, but the Halo gives it a little bit more integrity, but still pretty flippy, but kind of using it as a slower version of my sword, something with a little bit more control in the woods. And then I have some understable utility disc in the bag as well. I have a Mantra from Thoughts Faith Athletics as my roller disc. And then I also have a Fission Wave, which is also kind of a roller disc and also something for just like really big turnovers and big tailwinds and things of that nature. That's pretty much going to do it for this video. Just wanted to announce the sponsorship with Infinite Disc. Kind of wanted to show you what I was throwing in this open bag concept that Infinite allows, but also show you some of the really cool Infinite molds that I've really been enjoying throwing. I've been throwing them for a while already, and now I just get to keep throwing them and get some backups, and added a couple of new ones, like the Aztec is new, the Conqueror is new, and the Maya that I'm experimenting with is also new. But other than that, it's kind of the same old, same old. Be on the lookout for more content. Huge shout out to Infinite Disc for the sponsorship, and just be on the lookout for more stuff soon. Thanks.